everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and we're going to do a one-page wonder today. So this one is so easy, guys. There's no measuring, there's no scoring. You're going to love it, and I'll show it to you. So it opens up like this. Isn't Alice cute? These are the cute Alice clip arts in the clip art corner by Tina with Making and Creating. And there is a cute little pocket here that I just made a little journaling card to go in. And then there's pockets up here. Aren't these cute? Now the background pages are from the Digital Collage Club, also with Making and Creating. And I think it's like fruits. And anyway, I will list the names of the kits for you guys because now I can't remember. I'm so sorry. But the things I embellished with are from the Cute Alice kit. And I'm just loving it so much. Again, look at the little heart. That was like a toadstool or something. And then I put that in there. So it's sort of an accordion one. And then on this side, what did I do? I think I didn't get those in very even. It's acting funny on me. All right, and then on this side, you have the cute Cheshire Cat, and I just showed you that pocket. And then it opens this way. He was sitting on this fabulous toadstool. In fact, yeah, here. It was just too big for the size of the journal that I made. And then I used 2 of the cards, so that was taken out. But aren't the images cute? So cute and so fun, and I love how it folds up. I'm not sure what is happening here. I think I intentionally didn't add glue down this pocket because I wanted it to have lots of room, and it just slid over on me. But anyway, it opens this way. It opens this way. You can do lots of decorating. You could add more journaling spots, all kinds of things. But anyway, that's what I did with mine. Love it. The one we're going to make today, we are going to use, it's also one of the clip arts, but it's called Cute Veggies. I mean, look at the asparagus. I think it's precious, and I think the same papers will be cute. Now, this can be made with any size of a rectangle piece of paper. And it can be single-sided. That's the other thing. Like, you can use that scrapbook paper that's single-sided. This is a digital, and when I cut off the white trim, it ended up being 10.5 by 8, okay? But again, yours could be a little bit larger. If it's smaller, you know, your little journal is going to be smaller too, but there you go. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is fold it in half long way. This. So again, you don't have to score and you don't have to measure. All right. That's the best, one of the best things about it. So you could really, when we talk about a mass make, you could really whip some of these out. Okay. And then fold it in half the other way and try to be careful, line everything up, but I usually end up having to trim mine anyway and fold it in half that way. All right. Now, I just love this paper. I am going to go ahead and ink on that fold line to help you guys be able to see this next part. Okay, we want to fold each side in almost up to the, and see how it does that? It's like no matter what I do, that happens. It's okay. It's okay. We will trim it off if we need to. So fold it almost to that middle fold line. And then do this one the same way. So easy. Now, I did add the extra, I guess, pages. I added a little page here on the front and covering up that pocket and here. So you don't, that's optional. You don't have to do that. You could just leave it just like this, right? In fact, we could do that with this one just to show you it's still super cute. But I do kind of want to show you how to put these on in case you want the flip-flops. So there you go. You could leave it or you can add them. All right, let's go ahead and glue it together. Now, when you go to glue it, you have these 8 sections, and we just need to glue the top so that we have these 2 side load pockets, and then it'll leave 2 top load. This time I am going to add a thin bead of glue right on this fold line. I know it's hard to see because I haven't inked it. you just don't want to add too much because you'll take up room in your pocket. And then a little bit right here and here, right to these 2 score lines. But I'm going to do it because of what was happening when I was trying to fold up that one. I was thinking, I'll leave them. Okay. And I may have done this one-page wonder before. I just can't remember. They start running together. But I love it, and I love being able to not have to do a lot of measuring and scoring sometimes, and I can just play. Okay, so there you go. That is your main construction. Now, if you want to, like me, you see that little bit of white, you can try just inking it. And if that's enough, that's fine. If you need to, you know, we can just grab our scissors and do the slightest of haircuts. Look at that little tiny sliver, but now I don't see that white there. I am using my walnut stain. I guess it's the Distress Oxide. And the paper, this paper has a lot of color to it. And so I think it still adds quite a bit, but you know, it's not showing up as much as if the background was white or something, or a lighter color. Okay, good enough, I think. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate it. Don't forget, if you enjoy my videos, to give it a thumbs up. Give this one and the other ones you watch a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. I love y'all's comments. It makes me so happy when you are letting me know you're out there, right? So fun. Now, the big thing is just to remember to keep your top pockets up. You don't want to accidentally build your folio and have them facing down. All right. And I just, you know, I just fold mine back and forth a lot. And I did do this on the 90-pound Nina cardstock. All right, I did print another page. And this one I printed on both sides. So it's this one I did that had more of the green and a little bit of the blue with these little pages I added. And this one I did the opposite. I used the blue. But I did go ahead and print on both sides because it's honestly just so much easier when you do the flaps. So that's what I did. And then I used some of this page to make some of the journaling cards that I tucked in. So our folio is right under 4 inches. Yours is going to depend on if you use a piece of paper the same size I did. So just get an idea of how tall and then how wide. The 2 end sections are a little more narrow. Like these are 2 5/8, and this one is 2 like 6/8, I would say. I don't know, just a smidge wider. So just something to think about. But I want my pieces that I'm going to use for extra pages to be not quite as tall as the folio itself. So I did it a little under 4 inches. All right. And then I think for the width, I'm going to do mine almost at 2.5. And I want 2 of these, but I also need a hinge. So if I want it to be 2.5, I need at least 1/4 of an inch. I think I did mine a little bit wider. You know, I liked seeing some of the color contrast. So this one's almost like almost 3/4 of an inch. Let's go with a 1/2 an inch. So if I want this to be 2.5, I am going to make it 3 inches wide. All right. 3 by almost 4 for the size mini accordion journal that I am making. Now, This is going to be my cute little flap. I have my pockets facing the right direction. So I'm going to decide where I want it to be. I want to have a little bit here. And I'm just going to fold it over. You could lay it on your scoreboard and score it if you want to. I'm doing mine just like that. Now, when we open up this page, we will still have a pocket here. All right. So I'll show you that again as we go to glue it down. Just want to ink it first. Okay. And again, it's optional if you don't want to add little pages, but I liked it. You could even add little ones on these panels if you really wanted to. Okay, let's just make sure that's how I want it. Yes, could have made these a little bit shorter. I think I'm going to. I just think I like the idea of seeing a little more of the blue around it. So I'm going to come down to 3 5/8. And I want this one to match, so I will go ahead and do it too. I think that's what I did. All right. This one is the one that's ready. All right. So again, if you don't want to add the extra pages, just skip this part. And you can just start decorating and making your ephemera pieces. All right, I'm only going to add glue to this side, and I'm going to be careful not to go too close to this opening here because I don't want to accidentally glue the pocket closed. Because the glue kind of, if the glue were to ooze over. So I would open it up and just make sure everything's looking good. Okay, and it's still flipping on me, but it'll be okay. Now, look at that, how cute. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but on this side. So, I want this one, decide which one I want my paper, to be on the back flap. So again, I'm just lining it up about where I think I want it. And I'm gonna fold it over, just like that. And I have not inked it yet, so we will ink it. So you'll have to let me know if you like the cute Alice and the cute veggies. I think they're so adorable. And like I said, I picked a pretty busy background page just because it was just looked so fun to me. This would also, I think, be a fun style mini journal, whatever you want to call it, for like doing book page, because again, use any rectangle, using the single-sided scrapbook paper like we talked about. Again, we're just going to glue this one in, on, not in. But you know, that single-sided scrapbook paper, and then you could really do any kind of ephemera or decorations. I always have fun with the papers I choose, but I think it's so important to remember you really can use whatever you have and whatever makes you happy. Once you get the folio made, you could even just go to your scraps. Look at this. Love it. Just love it. And I love having the little bit of green over on the blue. And then this side, it's all blue. Fun, right? So the next thing is I'm going to look at the pieces that I cut out. They're so funny. Cauliflower, I think that's maybe a turnip, an avocado, a squash, I don't know, bell pepper, tomato, onion, cabbage, and asparagus. Love it. Now I want something kind of fun and bright and whimsical for the front. And I mean, the avocado though is really screaming, pick me. All right, we're gonna pick the avocado for this front flap. And again, you can do words. You can, again, you don't have to go cutesy like I am. You can go vintage, flowers, so much. But sometimes you just want to do something a little different. And my daughter Julie loves vegetables. So does Sarah, Emily too. Okay, they all do. They all love vegetables. So, but anyway, I think they're gonna think this is so cute, and it's good that they like their veggies, right? All right, so funny. And then let me pick the one that I want on this flap, because that'll kind of help me then see how I want to use the other ones. And I think you'll notice on the Alice, the cat, the Cheshire cat, and Alice hung over just a touch, her hair. And and in fact, I'll pick one that hangs over some and show you how I did that. Let's do the cabbage. So cute. I did ink the avocado. Okay. Already couldn't remember. But again, you can collage, you can layer, you can do all kinds of things. All right, so if I do the cabbage, a little bit of this leaf right here is going to hang over. And this is probably wide enough. So then I just used a little bit of, you know, an offcut strip of the paper. We're just going to put it on here. And it's probably wide enough. If not, I'll add another strip. You could put washi tape on the back. Anything to just kind of get rid of that bright white, right? And then I just cut it out right along where I had already done the fussy cut. Again, if you want to just print on the back, you won't have to worry about this. But to me, that was super easy. And now, hopefully, yeah, if I put it to right there, when you open it up, you're not really going to see anything except that little piece. And if you need it to be wider to cover more, just, you know, do a wider section of whatever paper you want to do. In fact, I'm going to hold it like this and get it lined up. There we go. There's probably an easier way to do that, but I made it work. It's okay. So cute. All right, so now I want to make a few things to go in the pockets, and I want to decorate the pages a little bit. Now, I really liked on the prototype, the original, I made these smaller flaps, little journaling spots. So this is just an index card that's not like a bright white or anything. It's kind of got an aged little look to it. And I'm just using my ruler to make a decision about how wide to tear these pieces. So we'll do those next. Now I did punch out some cute little hearts just to decorate it a bit. So we may do that once we get everything else decorated if I remember. But it looks cute like this. You could also add a strip of the patterned paper or some washi to make it look like a topper, you know, however you want to do it. But it just gives us a little bit of room to write. And somebody might want to add, again, quotes, a journaling message, a note. This would be fun for like a birthday card, a gift card that could fit down in one of the pockets, that type of thing. So funny. And again, it could say happy birthday, whatever you want it to say. Okay, so I want to get, so like 2 images on this side and then 2 images on this side, and then we'll make the cards to go in. We'll see what we have left. So if I do that fun squash, definitely have to make something with the asparagus because it's a favorite for sure. Let's do a large one and one that's a little bit smaller. Oh, maybe even a different color too. I'm loving that tomato. How about the turnip? And again, this is going to take on whatever personality your papers are and look completely different. Sweet. Would even be cute, like for if you wanted to make something like this for a little kid and you could label the veggies. Or again, if they love Alice in Wonderland, do the cute Alice one. But maybe if you're helping them learn the different veggies. Because they look pretty close to what they are. All right. I really want, maybe we'll do bell pepper and Mr. Tomato. And I can put them like this, or I can spread them out. And I'm going to leave them like I did on the other one. But again, these would be good journaling spots too. Now I need to make, I want to make 4 little cards or something to go in the pockets. And I do have 3 images left, but I can also just make one with the paper like I did the Alice one. The Alice one didn't have quite as many images, and just make it for journaling, right? And writing space, and that's what I did. Oh, and I also used the Ace of Hearts card on a couple of them. All right, you just don't want to go over where you're folding, but I think that one's okay. And I think the red from the tomato is gonna look really cute right here. And I know I was like, I want to do asparagus, but I really want to make like a tall, skinny tag or journaling card with Mr. Asparagus. So funny to me. All right, so I have this paper that I'm going to use. And we have, like I said, 4 pockets, and whatever I put in here, like a tag, I mean, if it's 2.5 inches, there's like really not a lot of wiggle room. So I definitely want to make it more like maybe 2 1/4. And then I know I have some glue, which is going to take up some of the space. So I'm going to do like 2 1/4 by 3.5 and see how that does. Let me see. All right, we'll go ahead and do 2 1/4 and do a 3.5. All right, I think that's a really good size for this pocket. And then this one can go in the other side load pocket. And then for the ones that go this way, let's just see. It fits. It may need to be just a smidge more narrow just to make sure, but it can probably be a little bit taller. All right, so that was 2 1/4. So let's go to, I'm not quite sure how tall I want it to be. Let's have them hang out. Let's just do that. Let's go 2 inches, and I'll tell you what the final measurement is. It was 2 by a little more than 4 1/4. And then I still have these pieces if I need them. So cute. All right, so let's make these. Let's do definitely a tall one with the hugging asparagus. That makes me so happy. Like little huggy asparagus. Do I like it better with the green? I think I like it this way. We'll get them down and add a little ribbon topper. I may even, I think on the other ones, instead of like angling them, I think I rounded the corners just to make it look a little finished. It's not necessary, but we'll do it. And a little bit of ink. And let's add a ribbon to the top. My slot punch. If you are new, I do have an Amazon storefront where I just share with you guys some of my favorite tools and crafting supplies. It's not everything that I use, but quite a bit of them are in that storefront, and it's linked in the description for you. I'll also have the link for the Making and Creating website with a coupon code in case you want to join Digital Collage Club or Clip Art Corner. The cool thing is once you have, like if you join Digital Collage Club, you can use all of the kits anytime, so you can mix and match, and same with Clip Art Corner. But they are 2 different subscriptions. Okay, that's fun. Let's do the other. This one will fit on here well. The other kind of tall, skinny, and then we'll do the side load one, which hopefully Mr. Cauliflower here will fit on, and if not, we'll trim it down and make it work, and the other one we'll just make into a journaling card with some writing space. And we could do that on these too. Like we can add the cute vegetable, and then instead of leaving this, we could put a neutral piece of paper there. And I'm gonna wait, because that's something that can always be done. Even if you give this as a gift and then they want to tuck it into a larger journal or use it for a special, occasion or something, they can always add some journaling paper too, right? And I was able to just pick up that ribbon that was sitting here on my desk, and I think it matched well. Let me see if I have something else that will look well. It's a little more brown maybe than I wanted. Maybe we'll go with this one. This kind of looks a little bit like the onion color. This one, I'm going to try to be gentle and pull it through and not tear my little journal card. I don't know if I inked this one. If I did, I was not very generous with the ink, because I'm definitely seeing the white core of the paper. So I have definitely enjoyed being home from our trip. And I've gotten to get a little organized and ready for all the other things coming up. My husband and I, our anniversary is this Saturday, and we just had that big trip, so we'll definitely be doing something, but it'll be here in town. Not sure yet. We may just, go out to a nice dinner together or something, but we will figure that out, and it will be a nice weekend. All right, Mr. Cauliflower is a touch wide. I still think, I think he'll go in here okay. So what we'll do is I'm not going to worry about backing it and making it even thicker on that little piece. I'm going to get it on here the best I can, and then we'll ink it, and then I will see how it's doing. And I'm not going to put ribbon on the ones that are in the side load pockets, because I don't want it to get too bulky. So cute. Yeah, and I could have, but we'll just do this. The other thing is, if I'm worried about it, I can also just chop those off. Let me look at it here for a second and I'll decide. Oops. I did get quite a few comments, thank you guys, on suggestions for fall Halloween type paper kits. And so I'm going to get busy with that. I decided to trim it off, everybody. See, and it looks fine. So thank you for that. And I also appreciate those of you that commented on what some of your favorite things were that I acquired on my shopping trip, and am still hoping to find time somewhere. Just the days seem to fly by, and get some fun things in my Etsy shop. All right, let's make this into a journaling card. So I am going to, Actually, I think I'm going to measure and cut it so that I can then round the corners a little bit easier than if I just do a tear. So I'm going to make it 2 inches wide. Yeah, and I'll do it like that. It'll be fine. A bit shorter. All right, this is gonna look cute. And I didn't do that with these, but I also, didn't round the edges, so I think it's okay to have some square and some round. I've made that decision that it's okay. And this is also what I meant with the others. If you want to go ahead and layer some neutral so you have plenty of writing space, definitely works. Oops. Wiggle, wiggle. I'm struggling. Let me pull that up. It's one thing I do like about this particular glue. It's the PVA glue. It does give you a moment where I find, and I love art glitter glue, but I find I have to, I don't get as much wiggle time. All right, let's grab the heart punch. I don't know if this one's, it just fits. Look at that. So I'm gonna punch myself a couple of hearts. And then, I have both colors, but I think I want the contrast. So this one, I think I'm just gonna put right there. I'm not gonna worry about inking it. Just right there to have a little contrast. And then on the Mr. Avocado side, I don't know, maybe right there. Just kind of give it a little more of a finish, perhaps. And again, all of these pages we can decorate, add nice journaling spots to, however we want to do it. I just was having fun with these veggies, and I could print it out again and add more veggies. So cute. Again, I think this would be a cute little interactive book for a child, but also for those of us that are young at heart, right? Things that make me happy. Cute little things. So I hope you like this one and are still enjoying the one-page wonders. Let me know. And I hope you have a really sparkly, fun day until next time. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, everyone.